with us today?
Okay, so last year around June, we had Gareth sent me a script. So I read it, and I loved it. It was an amazing script. So I asked him, can I share it with producer Navarro?
Okay.
So I was like, hey, it's okay. So I sent it to Navarro, and he also praised the way he did it. So I still remember the date up to now. It was 6th June, so around 8 something, 2024. So we had that meeting. We're like, oh man, we're going to produce this thing. Because the place, it's called DHAADHA'S.
Okay.
It's a story about a son trying to make amends with his dad, or the man that's passed away. I'll leave Gareth to really talk about the background.
Okay.
I really have to focus on, how we. So from that time up to the year ended, we didn't do anything. Because we were looking for money, we were looking for the right move. Because with creative art, you don't just do it. You need the right headspace, you need the right moment, you need you need to feel that
chemistry.
You're connected to this thing. You don't just do it because you want to do it.
Right.
So this year, then we hit the ground rolling. Okay, let's kickstart this project, and we did some casting. Got people on board, little resources here and there, and here we are. Yeah. So it's a very wonderful audio drama that I'm really so it's one of the things I'm so proud of. I'm really so proud of it because we've really tried to give it everything, and maybe it's up to the rest of you guys who are going to listen to.
You mentioned so much about this thing. We love to always keep positive here, but we also give the unexpected because we are authentic. Yeah. When you mentioned it so much, I felt like this is your baby. So if there's any downtown event, I'm like, hey, would this guy be heartbroken? So what do you have to tell the listeners about that? Have you gone through actually an experience like that before, where you had something and it was your very best, but then it didn't turn out lightly?
It happens all the time. Okay. Because you see, with us artists, most times we tend to do things on our own. We just want to find the right moment to do certain things, but then most of the time, especially with young artists, it just doesn't click. But you just go with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Then until you just be consistent with it. But it happens all the time. Okay. Yeah.
That's interesting. Gareth, what do you have to say about it? Because your fingers were the main source here.
Yeah.
Well, about it being received, I just pray that those that really love it, and those that don't, it's okay, because
you can't make all people happy.
Yeah, that's how it is. Even when I was doing poetry before, not everyone would like the poem you perform, and that just taught me to have a tough skin. So for me, I just hope that the message is understood, and I wrote this play based off a statement my father told me, that no matter what happens, I'm your father. And that clicked in my head that, hey, okay, this guy is my father through and through.
Yeah. Is DHAADHA'S your story?
No.
Because you've already mentioned of father. You had any background of the mother,
No, I think the father was talking about something. Then, as a writer, he thought.
So you imagine this, your vision of this.
So this is the background. Originally I wanted to write a story about the whole drug cases in Chikoni, because if you're in Chikoni, you know that it's talk drug things.
I've seen a documentary about it.
Yeah. So I was asking myself, there's a lot of people I know that are doing drugs. I want to write something to address it. Then, as I was writing, I normally write things that are very family oriented. There's always a family involved, and I realized that we're always talking about these kids who are the ones that are the addicts and the ones that are doing the vices. What if it's the older person who is actually the person who is in this vice? How would that go? So I created the story, and as I was writing it, I just kept digging deeper, and I realized it's not a story about addiction, it's a story about redemption.
Interesting. So what story then are you trying to? You said it's about redemption. What exactly are you trying to put out there?
So it's a story about a father trying to make amends with his son after the mom has died. So normally it's this thing of when there is something wrong at home and there is a separation between parents. Most cases, sons hear the mother's point of view and they never really hear the father's point of view. So I just wanted to imagine if a son had this opportunity to sit down with his father and like really dissect the situation, how would it be?
Like, actually, I liked it when you created that friction.
Yeah.
What is like, you looked at a situation which was actually happening, but then you diverted from it. Now, what's your take? Like, what do you expect from this? How do you expect it to communicate?
I just expect the people that are listening to this to realize that everyone is human. And as writers, we all know that anyone can do anything as long as they have the right reason to. So anyone can stray, anyone can do something bad, anyone can let you down, but there is a background to it, It's not that the father did these things, he beat me, he was mad and I'm angry at him. There is a whole culmination of events that led to that person changing to that point of view. Because no one is born bad. That's what I believe.
Gareth, I feel like you grew up from the different type of family. Some of us grew up from the family with that. I even remember that word very Omzadeta. So no matter what they have told you is what is right. You have nothing correct until maybe they have gone, and then so it's like you had a say in your family.
Well, yes. I don't know. Maybe it might come off later. Maybe I've become emancipated. But me, it was like this whole thing of I didn't really have strict parents. They're just strict about education.
Okay.
But I realized later that my father was a really understanding person, and due to some events that happened in my life, I like kind of grew up with him and we started talking as not just father and son, but as friends and as colleagues. Yeah.
So you didn't have anything on Olutasovia, you could, when he makes a point,
So they could give their view. I think that's good.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to youth who want to now go to the space of being parents.
Yes, yes, you're the parent, you're the head of the family, but you shouldn't look at yourself as because there is that thing you don't know, yet the child knows. Because remember, us the children are in a digital world, and the world transformed, not in the previous world. So, Karen, you've written this story. I won't say based from a real experience. What message were you trying to bring out, send to the youth?
The youth, I think sometimes this is like for fathers specifically, that our fathers, no matter what they do, are our fathers. And I'm not saying every father is good, but there is a reason for why they do the things they do. At the end of the day, it's not justifying it, not saying it's right. It might have been wrong, but there is a background to it. And if at all if we hold anything against them, they also deserve to be understood just the way we too want to be understood.
You mentioned something and it has gotten me to there's a phase I always have in my mind to underlook or to overlook whatever a parent may do when it's on the other side, which is it's their first time living life too, so give them a chance. Just like it's our first time, give them a chance as well. Because there's no free trial, and then then you know how to do life right. What was you mentioned first of all